Hi, my name is Manfred and I'm an electrician from Lithuania. And today I'm gonna tell you how to connect a simple one-phase socket. Yes, I know that this job has to be done by a specialist who works with electricity, but who knows? Maybe after you've done this job, you will go on to learn this profession, and after this video you will become an electrician. But if not, I think that you found this video and you can connect this socket and nothing can stop you, because this video is not for fun, and that means that you are searching for information how to do it. But before I started, I'm asking you to press like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, if you are ready to connect a socket, probably now you are standing in the front of the spot where your socket must be installed. I think you will see in this place some kind of hole and one or two wires in this hole. You stand and thinking, two cables, what can I do with this? It's only one socket, but two cables, what the hell? Nothing special. Let's understand how wiring is done for the sockets. For example, we have one room. In this room we have a few sockets in different places. But from the switch box comes only one cable. Why? Because one cable, 2.5 square millimeters, can get in your room 3 kilowatts of electric power. And if you install one cable for one socket, it's too much and it's too expensive and nobody needs it. Because of this, some smart people have discovered that we can use only one cable for 2 or more sockets. And we just install one circuit breaker 16 amps for this line. And our cable comes from the switch box to the first socket and from the first socket to the second socket and so on. And that's why you will see two cables in one socket. And how do you have to connect those cables in your socket? It's no-brainer. Here's what you've got to do. First, check the power is disconnected in this cable. For this work you can use a voltage indicator. Secondly, strip the cable jacket. Once you have done it, you can see 3 different colors of a wire insulation, which are often brown, blue and yellow with green. Thirdly, on your socket you will find 3 pairs of terminals, where you can connect the wires. Most sockets are marked with L, N and this one. L stands for live, N means neutral, and this pretty symbol means earth. Now we have to connect our wires to their terminals, but firstly you have to cut the wires which are looking at us from the battery's box. We need approximately 10 centimeters of this wire. 10 is a good number, because if you leave more or less, it will be an obstacle while installing the socket in its place where it belongs. I will later explain to you why. Now, when we cut our wires, we have to strip insulation from the wire's ends. We need approximately 1 centimeter for this job. I like to use a special stripper on which I can regulate the stripping distance, and it is very handy. Okay, we have cleaned our ends of the wires, now we can connect our socket. The brown wire is always live, the blue one is always neutral, and the green with yellow is earth. You must never connect wires to the wrong terminals. Now we connect those wires to their place. Done. When it's done, we can install our sockets in the battery box, and where is a point why you can't leave long or short wires, because now you have to bend the wire twice behind your socket. And if you leave long wires, it will obstruct the installation of the socket into the battery's box. And if you leave long wires, it will obstruct the installation of the socket in the battery's box. Then you will have to make something like a coil and push it in its place, which is a wrong thing to do. If you leave too short wires, it's much worse than too long, because they just hold your socket and there is not enough space for installing the socket. But in our case, the length of the wires is good and we can install this socket without any problems. Now when we put the sockets into the box, we have to attach it. For this job we need small screws such as 3x30 screws. With those screws we can install the sockets, and while it's screwed not completely, we have to align your socket with a level, because we need our sockets to be installed horizontally. And if we don't do this, our work will look ugly. Okay, we have installed our sockets, but what can we do if we have 2 or more sockets in one place? In that case, you will see a few pattern boxes in the wall, and of course you can also see 2 wires from those pattern boxes. Now we have to connect all this somehow. It is a very simple thing. We just have to make jumper wires and use them to interconnect our sockets. First with second with third, etc. Of course, we can have a maximum of 5 sockets in one line, because the longest frame available is for 5 sockets only. Once we have interconnected our sockets, we also have to install them in the pattern boxes, and there we need our sockets to be in a row and aligned horizontally. In order to do that, good producers provide special locks for the sockets, and after we installed our first sockets horizontally, we can install another sockets without a level. All we need to do is just interlock the sockets, and finally we get horizontally installed sockets. Now time for a test. We can turn on our switch breaker, and we have to measure the voltage with a multimeter. It has to show us to 240 volts. If we see those numbers on our multimeter, it means that we can plug in something into our sockets. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget, press the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I hope to see you in my next videos. Bye!